Okay, it's a miracle that I got it going again. I think that this one, number 3, was running really rich because it was overflowing, but I still got some backfiring going on. And this right here doesn't do anything. Oh, that sucks. Where's the backfiring come from? Let me see if it just starts up on its own. Doesn't really like that. Let's see if I let the fuel run down. Turns out, and it's actually gotten hot enough now, I think, on the 4th pipe to, I gotta turn off the, this thing. It's actually gotten hot enough to warm up the 4th pipe, so now it's making smoke and shit. But I took a look at the caps, and I thought there was supposed to be about 5,000 or 500 ohms, you know, they're resistor caps, but I couldn't find a resistor in it, so I was like, so I just left them. I didn't do anything with them, but I decided to swap it with some of these ones that I had from my goldwing, which have 500 ohm resistors like literally in them. You can take the thing out. And this is kind of random. I mean, I did some fucking with this. I cleaned up these wires because when I pushed on that, it kind of ran a little bit better. I still don't know if that's kind of my problem, but I replaced the number 4 cap or plug, which is freaking cattywampus, and I replaced this one with one of these, and it wouldn't fucking fire. And both of the ones that I put in there were the same, 500 ohms. Both of these caps right here were testing at 7 or 8. It was like 760 and the other one was like 8.2. And I was like, well, that's no fucking good. So I put in these, and the one with the one in here and this one, it wouldn't fucking start up. And it was backfiring like crazy. Making a little bit of oil. And now I just took out the old one and put it back into one, and then it started all up good, and number 4 would fire. Weird, right? That's friggin' strange. And I think that my number 3 is overflowing with gas. And that might be why my backfiring is going on, because I had the petcock, the pre on, and it was going doop 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 and coming out. So I'm going to dick with that. And that backfiring is still weird because it wasn't backfiring like that when I had it running the first time I had it running good. So I'm on to something. I don't want to drop a bunch of money to get new pickup coils if they seem to be working. And I don't want to drop a bunch of money on coils just to get new boots. I can try just buying some new caps. Those would probably be cheap, because caps seem to make a difference. I didn't think it would. It was crazy, but it did. And it smells like smoky, burny shit in here. But I'm going to, I guess I'll take off the carbs and adjust the number 3 float, because that one seems to be the one that's overflowing. And by the way, I did the hose. Where the hell is it? Oh, I had a hose that I left over from a battery, the battery acid filler, and I stuck it going boop into the thing. And I only did this for number 4 because number 4 was the one that I thought was the trouble cylinder. And I did a test to see where the level went, and it went up to like there or whatever on number 4. So I knew it wasn't flooding it out like all the time or whatever. But I'm feeling like there's an issue with number 3 because gas would come out of it if I ran the pre, and it shouldn't do that. First of all, it should be getting stopped, but if I had the full level set too high, A, it would make it run rich, and B, it would, at the pre, it would shut off if the float needle was working, and then it shouldn't be overflowing because it should stop it beforehand. But number 2, I'm talking about number 2, not number 3. This plug was always like black compared to all the others. So I am going to adjust that float. And at this point, I'm going to check all of my gas levels to see what's up with them. That's so fucking weird. Yeah, I can't stand having, I got ones missing the sheaths on them and that crap. I'm going to look into buying some new caps. I'm going to see if I can get 4 new caps instead of buying new coils, because these coils tested at 2.5, which is out of spec, but I just removed the resistor, and I figured that's like almost having 3 ohm coils, which should be technically even hotter than spec, which is you'd have 3 ohms after the ballast resistor kicked in. because they're supposed to be 1.5. So I'm gonna get those caps, and we're gonna go from there. And I'm just really curious to see if this damn thing will even just start by its own. I turned off the battery charger. Wonder what's gonna happen. Let's see if it starts up. Like, for the first time ever, I didn't have to, but it's weird. This right here still doesn't do anything. Still doesn't do shit. But if I pull this one, it does a little more. It gets angry with me. I think it does anyway. It's probably doing that because it doesn't like the battery being low. And I don't have fucking so shitty battery also kind of affects it, and I think probably not having the filters on makes it run like shit too. I still gotta do some tweaking. Maybe I'll open up the pilot screws a little more to try to get it to not so much at start, because now that there's spark, apparently maybe it needs more gas, because those are open pod filters and not the stock airbox. Oh, I gotta open up the freaking pressure. Alright, so talk to you later.